So when this landed today, I initially went, it's the new C-Class. And then I had a really good look at it. This is one unbelievable C-Class. So it's the new model. It's called an exclusive luxury. It's powered by their 220D 2-litre diesel engine. It's a 73 plate, done 8,000 miles. So you've got manufacturer's warranty well into the latter part of 2026. It's finished in polar white, but the amount of spec on this car is ridiculous. I would call it a mini S-Class if you would. The amount of interior features is unbelievable. Never mind the exterior. So you've got that new updated front and rear. You've got the digital LED lights, which is a step up from what was the multi-beams. You've got that nice vertical grille. The badge on the Mercedes badge sits flush now as well. There's cameras absolutely everywhere, which I'll show you when we get to the interior. As I do this video today, this is the only one physically available in the country of this age and specification. An exclusive luxury was a limited time model, and we have one. It's got 18-inch alloy wheels. You've got the gloss black shadow, diamond cut edge, so it gives it a really nice look, but also not too big of a wheel that it's going to affect the drive. Sliding panoramic sunroof. You've obviously got the contrast mirrors, privacy glass, convenience key. It's got a nice cool shaped key as well, and everything in this car just feels very, very modern. You'll have noticed the Macchiato beige interior, which is nice to see, so it works well with that white exterior. Even the door handles and everything just all mirror the key. They all looks like they're floating. You've got Burmester 3D surround, so the highest level of speaker you can physically get as far as Mercedes are concerned. C220, the good thing with the C-Class and probably why they've sold so many is they're a good practical car. You've got a good boot space. You've even got buttons in the rear if you need to put the rear seats down so you can get something slightly bigger in. Fuel economy, which is important this day and age, especially when people are spending so much on fuel. You get over 60 miles per gallon combined, but it's just a great place to sit when you're physically driving this car. You'll also notice you've got the illuminated door entry. When it comes up, you've got a huge Mercedes logo on the floor, sorry. And then the mixture of materials continues on the interior as well. So you've got Macchiato beige on the door cards. You've got those nice Burmester 3D surround speakers. Then you've also got leather across the dash. It's got Avantgarde specification. So you've got that wood through the middle, combination of different leathers. Those seats are perforated, but you've also got the headrests are slightly more exaggerated. The seats, while I mention it, are heated, ventilated, and massaging. I've started the car, then you've heard how quiet it is, so this is a very refined diesel engine. You've got that new huge display. I'm going to try and fit all the spec in, but honestly the amount of spec on this is incredible. So if we start with the steering wheel, this is also heated and it's controlled from your door card. Heated, ventilated, memory setting seats. On the topic of memory, there's also a finger scanning system which Mercedes have introduced. So once you sign up to Mercedes Me, you can physically have driver profiles based on your finger. So if there's a couple of you who drive the car, it might change your radio station, seat positions, everything else that you would do, even your ambient lighting to a degree. Ambient lighting goes absolutely everywhere. So center of the car, around even the aircon vents, door cards, everywhere. You customize that from the screen, which we'll get to in a second. Heated steering wheel I've mentioned, adaptive cruise control. You've got plenty of safety systems as well. Pre-collision stuff like that, speed limiter, everything you would need as far as that's concerned. Digital dash, and then we move over to the center screen. So literally climate control, satellite navigation, your ambient lighting package, your massaging seats, all controlled from here. So you can just literally just change everything at the click of a button. There's even combinations. If I pop it into reverse, rear view camera, aerial view camera. If I pop it into park a second, press this button here. That is one of the best 3D visual cameras I've ever seen on a car. Straightforward, easy to use. All your climate control is from down here as well. Everything else. Under here you've got wireless chargers, cup holders, USBs. The seats, you can alter them in a combination of different ways. Bolsters, headrests, everything can all be controlled. It's a great looking car. I haven't even mentioned the roof. So slide that back. But for me, if you sat me in this and didn't show me the exterior and said you're driving an S-Class, I would fully believe you, because the amount of tech, luxury, spec is just incredible. Not to mention there's none physically available. Another thing to mention, not to criticise Mercedes in any way, if you go into a Mercedes dealership and try and buy a new vehicle, there is no deal to be had. You pay the price that is there. This is significantly less than what it was new. You can't physically find another. So if you're looking for one of the best spec C-Classes physically available on the market, this is the only one. So if you want to give me a call on my number, you can, and I'll answer any questions you have.